And speaking of NEET, the Supreme Court today has moved its hearing on the NEET paper leak petitions to next week. That's July the 18th. Remember, the centre has filed an affidavit on the controversial NEET PG 2024 examination for medical entrance that includes data analytics from IIT Madras, which says that there has been no mass malpractice in the NEET-UG 2024. It's something of a clean chit, but not quite. According to the analysis, there was no mass malpractice in the exam and candidates did not achieve abnormal scores. The mark distribution was reported as completely normal according to IIT Madras, with a general increase in student scores observed across all centres. According to sources, the CBI has also confirmed, remember the CBI is investigating the paper leak issue. The CBI has also confirmed that there was no mass leak in the NEET-UG 2024 exam. The paper leak, they say, was confined to a local area, specifically one particular centre in Bihar, and only a few students accessed the leaked paper. And importantly, there was no involvement of social media or Telegram in the paper leakage. So it was a micro-limited paper leak issue, not something that compromised the entire NEET 2024 exam. So this drastically reduces the possibility of an entire re-NEET, a retest of the NEET, though that decision is yet to be taken.
हरियाणा के एक क्षेत्र से, हरियाणा के एक एजुकेशनल संस्थान से 7 बच्चे ऐसे निकल करके गए जिन्होंने नीट के अंदर फुल मार्क प्राप्त कर कितने मार्क प्राप्त कर लिए जो नीट के अंदर हो ही नहीं सकते। ये नीट का जो एग्जाम है इसके बारे में कुछ ना कुछ करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो आने वाले समय के अंदर राजनीति के अंदर, सरकार के अंदर बच्चों की आस्था खत्म हो जाए।
Live, Milan Sharma, Nidhi Taneja, our team who's been tracking NEET and breaking every story related to the story. Milan, quickly coming to you first. Hearing shifted to next week. The IIT Madras report says no mass malpractice. Is that the last word as far as the extent to which the NEET exam has been compromised, or is there more ahead?
Well, Shiv, there are constant investigations that are going on from the CBI, and the fact that there have been arrests of many related to the NEET-UG leak indicates counter, narrative from the CBI and what the NTA and the Madras IIT report is actually pointing out. They are saying that there has been no malpractice, mass malpractice, and they are saying that's not happened in the marks distribution. The question is not just about marks distribution, it's also about how the paper has leaked and how many have been the beneficiaries of this leak, which the NTA, both in their affidavit to the Supreme Court as well as the centre in another affidavit, are finding it difficult to quantify as to how many beneficiaries have come out of this particular leak. But having said that, the CBI has also pointed out in various forms that the leak has happened. They have arrested people related to the leak, so that, the narrative is twofold from both these sides. And of course, the NTA there clearly says that, if any malpractice has taken place, we are going to cancel the, candidature of those particular students who have benefited. But the last word remains from the Supreme Court, of which the court has delayed the hearing today and said we'll take it up on July 18th, because there are a lot of aspects. Whether the court will look at a re-NEET only for those scoring above 500 is also one option. Whether the court will not look at a re-NEET at all, or whether the court will say that, re-NEET can be done for 13 lakh students. It's an impossible option, but maybe those scoring above 500 to 720 could perhaps be in that bracket, Shiv.
Okay, Milan, stay with me. Nidhi is also with us. Nidhi, does the fact that the IIT Madras report's findings have been submitted by the centre in the Supreme Court, does that drastically reduce the chances? We don't want to second guess what's going to happen in the Supreme Court, but does that in many ways, in some way, reduce the possibility of an entire retest, because we know students are quite divided on this aspect, and each day of delay in a final decision is only increasing anxiety?
Well, Shiv, the findings by IIT Madras, you will find them definitive. And IIT Madras findings, like I said, they seem to be definitive. And in the sense that we remember that a lot of students have been waiting since 5th of May. The exam took place on 5th of May. It's been almost more than 2 months that
Yeah.
it's a long, anxious wait for all these students. And now, when this Supreme Court hearing comes in, IIT Madras findings come in, they definitely, in a way, we can, like you said, we don't want to second guess it, but it at least points towards no re-NEET for all students. Maybe what Milan said, that it could be a possibility that if at all the MTA and the center tells Supreme Court
Yes.
about certain red flag centers, maybe there could be a retest for only those, if at all.
Okay, Nidhi and Milan, thanks very much for tracking this. We'll keep coming back to you because that's where the story is breaking. In fact, we've got a news update related to NEET at this point of time. The CBI has arrested Rakesh Ranjan. That's right, the CBI has arrested Rakesh Ranjan, the main kingpin in the Bihar NEET paper leak case. He's been arrested from Patna, the state capital. The CBI has got 10 days custody of Rakesh Ranjan from court. Searches at his locations connected to him in Patna and Kolkata have resulted in the recovery of incriminating documents related to a limited leak of the NEET 2024 paper. And we'll keep a very close track of that.